legendary Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Straight ahead, a good one in store this afternoon. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Green Bay Packers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. Off we go from Green Bay. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his third season as the Green Bay starter.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you. So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
This one not quite on target. Let him too much, and that one falls incomplete. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And now it's going to be third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Cannot get away. Great job down there to hold them to a short return. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the veteran, still going, former Super Bowl MVP, comeback player of the year in 2023. It's Joe Flacco.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today, and when he plays well, this is proven to be a really hard team to beat.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Flacco. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Flacco. That one finds Chase. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. On the ground, it's Brown. A terrific run there. He's finally taken down at the 25-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. It's a Cincinnati first down.
3rd and short, you decide to hand the ball off. What you're really telling yourself is just pick up enough yards to reset these downs. But in this case, the back had a whole lot more in mind. He saw the crease, and he hit it, and it led to a big gain.
He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive, and as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day.
That's catch 3 just on this drop, and it gets his team a first down.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Brown will take it in. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. The kick is good, and the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Packers nothing.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Packers offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Love. He's got the rookie out of Texas, Matthew Golden. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. Past midfield to the 45. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. How about this one, too, to start the drive? Mark him off with a gain of 24 and another first down.
I've always gone by the philosophy, Mike, that the pass sets up the run. And in these last two plays, that's exactly what happened. You hit them with the big pass, they adjust. You soften them up a little bit, you take advantage for the big gain on the ground.
Once again, it's Jacobs. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. On play action, look. Catch is made by Romeo Dobbs. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 8.
You see so many of these crossing concepts, Mike, at every level of football because they're good versus man, they're good versus zone, and the best thing they do is they get the ball out of the quarterback's hand and in a good position for run after catch.
They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
That's another.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Love to throw it on first down. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, you know, the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
On the ground, it's Jacobs. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd down and 9. Love to throw. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
McManus's kick is good. And the Packers are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Gesicki, the man in motion. Now Flacco. Catch left side is made by Higgins. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Here's Flacco to throw. He'll find Chase. That's complete.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That is caught, finding Higgins. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Try him again. Another one to Higgins. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down. Here's Brown, and he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Flacco. To the left side. Caught by Chase. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
Brings up 4th down.
So often, the only way to combat the perfect blitz call is to beat the blitz with the ball. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. He's able to find his open man and get the ball out of his hand because he holds on to that ball for 1 count longer, and most likely was going to result in a sack.
So, a little extra time to think about what to do on 4th down as we are through quarter number 1. It's the Bengals on top. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. Fourth down, and the Bengals will bring in Evan McPherson for the field goal try. This a 42-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good, and the Bengals go out to a 10-3 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. This taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one, and they'll start 1st and 10. Go play action with Love. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete. Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. It's 2nd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On 2nd down, Love. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. 20 yards on that pass play. Good for a Green Bay 1st down. Now Love. He'll get that complete to Dontavian Wicks. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Complete to Dontavian Wicks. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 42-yard line.
2nd and inches. A run up the middle with Jacobs. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That is into the hands of Wicks. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. His 2nd grab on this drive. Good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
At the 13-yard line.
Quickly to Dobbs. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
2nd down, they need 7. From the gun, it's Love. He'll step up, and he will get into the end zone. Jordan Love, touchdown, Green Bay. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs could be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. His kick is good, and the Packers will tie things up. It's now 10-10. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Charlie Jones now to return. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown headed back onto the field. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first two possessions. Flacco to throw. This one caught by Chase. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
They run on the jet sweep. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. How about this one, too, to start the drive? Mark him off with a gain of 24 and another first down.
First down.
So the challenge of these jet sweeps, Mike, is they happen so fast. Nowadays in these offenses, there's so much pre-snap motion that you don't know if the receiver's just going in regular motion or are they timing it up with the snap to give them the jet sweep. So when you don't get an early read, you see the leverage and the contain of the defense break down, and these receivers and the way they can run, they get out into space. They're ahead.
Matt LaFleur disagrees with the call, and he's going to throw the challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So a smart decision on the defensive side to use the challenge here. This winds up as an incomplete pass. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Flacco. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Edgerrin Cooper in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw is Flacco. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a tough sack and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Packers offense ready to get back at it. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Love. The left side, he finds Kraft. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the first down.
Up the sideline, past midfield, and he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
19 yards.
How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good games, 19 for this one.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And what a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First, you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense.
There's a short one caught by Kraft. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the
These hitch routes, they're
33-yard
usually
line.
just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
That's caught by Golden, right side, and they will take him down at the 20-yard line. 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Inside the 10, it is caught. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal now. Tackle made at the 9.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
On play action, Love. Flush to his right, and he will score! Jordan Love, touchdown, Green Bay. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Now it's McManus for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers go up by 7. It is now 17-10.
Bengals 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and And we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. Across the 30-yard line, it's a pickup of 4.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. Throwing, Flacco. A quick slant taken by Chase. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Now, pause here. Injured player, it's Jamar Chase, who's in some discomfort. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A carry here for Brown. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back, but not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Now Flacco. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone, and they'll bring it back out to the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
2nd down and 3. Love to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Here's Love. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Bengals offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here's Flacco to throw. Short one into the hands of Gesicki. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 2. Now Brown. And he's going to get him a first down here across midfield and down to the 45. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's 1st and 10. To throw. He'll swing this one out to Brown. He'll be out of bounds. That's a decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Here's Flacco. Open left side is Gesicki. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
It's a gain of 6.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Brown. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals are able to cut it to 4. 17-13.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. And no return here. This is a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now Love. There's Kraft, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's a run to begin this third quarter, and he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
3rd and 2. Here we go. Now they'll set up to throw. And he is very close to the first down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
The Bengals out and ready to punt. Fair catch made here, and the drive will start at the 23-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Throwing is Love. Get this over the middle to Golden. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One 1st down.
1st and 10.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun, here comes Jacobs. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Packers.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
It's a short pickup, taking this to the 49. Demetrius Knight there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 9. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. He's going to uncork one, looking for Wicks. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor, and this time it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it, Mike. I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
The
Bengals offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Every possession is so critical in these close games. The one thing you can't have here is a turnover. Really nice job making sure that ball is uncatchable and just line up and snap it again.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 4-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They bring Chase in motion. Flacco. That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. And he'll be taken down. A big play and a much-needed one as well. That's a gain of 77 yards.
And they decide to bring pressure here on 3rd down, but he does a really nice job, remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
And now movement up front. This crowd is making it tough down deep in the red zone.
Still 1st down.
Now it is 1st and goal. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And this one blown up. Good surge and drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
Still 1st down.
So now, from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. quarterback with a sneak. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Joe Flacco. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
On is McPherson for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bengals go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Williams now to return. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Packers offense ready to get back to work. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Quickly to Dobbs.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 7. In motion, it's Golden. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. The NFL sack leader from a year ago, Trey Hendrickson, in there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
On comes the Packers punting team.
For the Packers.
Bengals offense and Joe Flacco getting ready for the next possession. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. Faking the give. Catch left side is made by Higgins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 3. Gesicki, the man in motion. On the ground, it's Brown. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to what? That's it.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Third down and 3. Flacco to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
The Bengals ready to punt this one away. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Packers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Start on the ground with Jacobs. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Love. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Packers set to kick this one away. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Bengals offense and Joe Flacco getting ready for the next possession. First and 10 now from the 36. Now Flacco. That's into the hands of Yosivas. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 45-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with the conservative run. Gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
His man complete, and he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Packers' 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. The tight end, Fant, in motion. Now a give up the middle, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. To throw is Flacco. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. That one good for 26 yards.
First down, Cincinnati.
So, Mike, at the core of a successful zone read play is that the quarterback understands which defender is he responsible for. That is the defender they're trying to put in a bind. In this case, he chooses the runner. The quarterback pulls the ball, and he's able to take off.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Devontae Wyatt in there to drop Mac time. It's a loss of 7.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They motion a receiver right. Here's Flacco to throw. And he got that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Micah's the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down. Gesicki, the man in motion. Throwing now on 3rd and long. This one is pulled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Andre Yosibah. Touchdown, Bengals.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Bengals will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
17.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, it's Williams. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Packers offense make their way out to take over once more. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Love. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
A loss of 5.
Shamar Stewart in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
On 2nd down, Love. That is into the hands of Wicks. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's into the hands of Wicks. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the 4th quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Love. Look in the middle, that's Kraft. He's got it. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
The outside, it's brought in by Golden. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Not the biggest gain in the world, Mike, but what I really like from the quarterback is just the timing of the drop, the timing of the delivery, and hopefully this can jumpstart this offense in the right direction.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
That's another Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here's Love. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time.
3rd down and
3rd down coming up.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Here's Love to throw. That is caught at the 3. And he will score! Game on! Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Packers. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
McManus
lining
on
up
for the point
extra
after.
point.
The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the fourth quarter.
McManus.
They've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, going right. Throwing, Flacco. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Flacco. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That pass play good for 22. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup and get a fresh set of downs.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. The middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 45-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Flacco. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Trying to connect with Chase Brown on that one. And it'll be 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice coverage there defensively, and here you find yourself in a 1-score game. Mike, he understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away, snap it again.
Punt team out, ready to send this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Trying to be a little too perfect there and hits right at the goal line. Continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Love. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Love. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go. 3rd and a yard. He'll get this out to the left flat. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
First down.
Critical
First and
3rd
10
down
at the
conversion
31-yard
there,
line.
Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Go play action with Love. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw is Love. To the left side, he finds Kraft. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 19 in the air. Good for a Green Bay first down.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In 4th quarter, down a score, doesn't get much bigger than this.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here is 2nd and 7. Jacobs. With good blocking leading the way. He's got the first down inside the 25.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And the key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what play's coming next. That level of unpredictability gives them the edge on any given down.
And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll drop to throw. To the left side and taken in by Golden. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
First down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown. All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And After that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Now it's McManus for the point after. He's got it, and the Packers have taken a 4-point advantage.
Packers 31, Bengals 27.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. A return now from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Bengals offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Flacco to throw. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete. Andre Yosivach was the intended receiver, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. And they stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Now Flacco to the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Flacco. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back.
They tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
At the 50-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. Here's Flacco to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. So, it's a win for the Packers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.